Hi everyone, welcome to the Hootsuite University lecture series. I'm Tasia Custodi, host of the series. And for those of you that might be new, our lecture series is an ever-growing library of educational webinars found within Hootsuite University, featuring industry thought leaders in the social space. You can check it out for more information at learn.hootsuite.com. So today's presentation is Social Media for Event Marketing, 6 Tips to Boost Attendee Awareness and Participation with Lorien Henson, Integrated Marketing Specialist, Sustainable Event Producer, Idea Diva, and of course, Hootsuite's very own Event Marketing Manager. Hey Lorien, it is so great to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're going to be sharing with our listeners today?
Sure. We're going to be looking at ways to boost awareness and around attendee participation for event marketing. And we're going to be looking at social platforms to help facilitate and encourage attendee participation and amplify the event experience.
Well, I know you have a lot to get through, so I'm going to hand it over to you to take it away.
All right. My name's Lorien Henson, and I am the event marketing manager here at Hootsuite. Feel free to reach out to me at any point. My Twitter handle is Lorien Henson. So let's just dive right into it. Today we're going to be talking about social media tips and tools for event marketing, but beyond the usual suspects of Twitter and Facebook. I think that's a whole nother webinar. But the topics today are going to be Pinterest, Foursquare, an online hub, a Twitter wall, and scheduled tweets. So first one is Pinterest. I totally see what the attraction is to Pinterest and why it's driving more traffic than Google+, YouTube, and LinkedIn combined. People love pictures, and Pinterest capitalizes on that. Pinterest provides a unique opportunity to further engage attendees and convey information through a more visual medium. A picture paints 1,000 words, and events can tell an engaging story on Pinterest. So you want to make your pins compelling. On Pinterest, visuals rule the day. This is what makes Pinterest so popular. Images that compel users to learn more. So you'll want to take an inventory of photos that you have that will be of visual appeal, such as speaker notes, venue photos, infographics, merchandise, and even videos. How cool is that? I think a really great example with Pinterest and promoting it for events, there's a local yoga guru here in Vancouver, and he travels all around the world teaching yoga and also doing yoga retreats. And he promotes his retreats on Pinterest. What he'll do is actually show photographs of the venue where the retreat will be. And there's spectacular shots of these villas in Bali, and then he'll also take pin other shots of the beach that's right near where the retreat's going to be, and then he links it back to his page where people can actually sign up for the retreat. So he captures people with these really beautiful shots and then drives traffic back to his website. So it's a great example. So create well-organized and relevant boards. It's important to plan your boards to appeal to different interests of your attendees that they have. So look at conference tracks, speakers, performers, dining, drinking, event decor, or even day trips. For example, if you offer several tracks of conference sessions, consider creating a board for each track that includes photos of the speakers. Or if you have photos from last year's event decor and party, create a special board for those too. You'll want to make sure that you categorize your boards properly. Think about where your attendees would go to find this information. It's important to know that you can only add one board per category, so you want to make sure that you make that count. Be sure to include descriptions with keywords. So when I first got on Pinterest, I realized that simply pinning a photo with a description like "love this" or "yum" wouldn't give proper context or exposure. So the description not only tells others what they're looking at and why you pinned it, but helps your pins to get found. If someone searches for a keyword on Pinterest, pins containing that keyword will come up in results. So think of it like SEO for Pinterest. And finally, you want to make sure that you mix it up. Don't just broadcast. The same rules of social media engagement apply here as they do in any other social network. So don't just broadcast your own content on Pinterest, but be sure to mix it up with relevant content from other sources. So look what others are pinning related to your events or event topics. But be careful though, Pinterest is enormously fun and can be quite the rabbit hole. Next one is Foursquare. That's an amazing tool for special events. What you actually are creating here is a virtual check-in desk. This slide here is a photo of the official Boston Marathon start line. They had 720 people checked in at the starting line. So not only can Foursquare users be able to check in and follow the tips surrounding your event, they have the opportunity to connect with other users. And as a bonus for event exposure, when users post during an event via Foursquare, it's often linked to their Facebook and Twitter profiles too, and they often use the event hashtag. Once you've claimed your event venue on Foursquare, you get access to some pretty nifty insights and analytics. So you want to pop open the analytics dashboard prior to the event starting, and then keep tabs on who's checking in and when. You can monitor who checks in, if you attracted new volunteers from Foursquare via the event, and what event goers say about the event. If one of your event attendees checks in and has linked their Twitter account to their Foursquare account, which most people have, you'll be able to see that person's Twitter handle. And from there, you can quickly shoot off a welcome tweet and point them to specific areas at your event that they should check out. But the key thing to remember about Foursquare is it does take a few months to spread in your community, so give it some time. So with Foursquare, the whole thing is about spreading the word about your event. So volunteers can check in when they're on the job, visitors and attendees can check in too. This helps spread the word about your event to their individual networks. And be sure to display on-site signage at the event that encourages people to check in. And finally, Foursquare's most basic features allows users to provide tips and to-dos for different events. As part of your event, consider setting up a reward for those attendees who offer up tips or to-dos during their time at your event. While the attendees get a chance at a prize or discount for doing so, you benefit down the road as others check in at your event and check the tips from those who have come before them. During the event, you and other participants, like exhibitors and sponsors, can send attendees tips. You can create special places in the venue where users can convene and check in. And mayors can be given special treatment like VIP access. Next up is LinkedIn. They have a great application on LinkedIn that helps find events happening all around the world. You can create an RSVP to events and tell your LinkedIn network. But you first have to download the LinkedIn Events application, which is found under the Applications directory. It's a little bit hidden. You need to be creative and target your promotional efforts to your core audience, and this LinkedIn Events tool can help you do just that. So the LinkedIn Event tool is an amazing resource for industry events, but don't limit yourself to the style of event. You can look at roundtables, breakfast meetings, workshops, virtual webinars. All are great opportunities to use this LinkedIn Events tool. Hosting a monthly event is a great way to consistently build visibility and value with your target audience. Next, you want to promote your LinkedIn event. Once you add the event to LinkedIn, the system will automatically promote it to your network. Each time someone says they are attending, their network will get a network update. So listing your event first alerts your entire network, then each subsequent RSVP spreads the word further, adding to the viral effect, which is pretty cool. When promoting your event, you must also encourage attendees and potential attendees to click the I'm attending button on your LinkedIn events page. And this way, it'll show up on their status update in the respective LinkedIn connections. So you really just want to tell them what to do. You also can link that to your LinkedIn company page. Another angle you can take is promoting your event through relevant LinkedIn groups. So these are places where clusters of professionals hang out together and discuss mutual topics of interest. An online hub. This is a single page on your website that would have all your social media profiles in one place. So you want to have your hashtag on there, relevant Twitter handles, Facebook pages, YouTube channels, Google Plus profiles, Instagram, Flickr, your email, newsletter sign up, your blog. Have it all in one place so it's really easy. Your event attendees don't have to go searching for it. And of course, Hootsuite is a fantastic tool for managing all your social media profiles in one place. The most successful social media campaigns merge what's happening online with what's happening offline. So consider setting up a Twitter wall throughout the event space is an effective way to entice attendees to get involved in the online discussion stemming from the event. So what you can do is actually use Hootsuite has an amazing tool that's pretty new called Hoot Feed. And you can customize it with your logo, your keywords, and hashtags. And then that screen will be featured in the networking area or near the keynote speaker, and then people can have and participate in the online discussion. So coming up, Hootsuite's going to be in Chicago for an event, and we are actually going to have a Twitter wall there, and we're going to use our Hoot Feed tool. It's free to use. You just need the equipment to get it actually set up, and we can customize that with the logo for the conference, and we can use the keyword searches and hashtags, and then that's going to be set up right outside the breakout sessions and keynote area. And so it's where everyone's going to be mingling and networking, and there'll be this big screen with all the online conversations happening there. So it's going to be really add to the event experience. And as well, there's something to it when people see their Twitter handle kind of on the big screen, they really have to participate and retweet that. It's something like you just kind of can't ignore it. So we really like to see it at events. And remember, it's free to use. Scheduled tweets. I absolutely love this. Even before I was at Hootsuite, I was using the tool, and it's been a favorite of mine for many years. As an event producer, you're really busy on the day of the event, but what you can do is schedule tweets in advance so that you are participating in the online conversation, but you're actually really busy dealing with on-site logistics. So what you want to do is actually schedule those tweets prior to the event and then throughout the day. It only takes a few minutes to set it up. And so some of the things that you could be tweeting about is your sponsor information, speaker information, announcing the performers that are coming up, just kind of all that basic stuff that's time consuming but that's really useful to event attendees. Something else that I really like to do that helps get my sponsors engaged and the speakers engaged is I craft 3 to 5 tweets each week in the lead up to the event. And then I make sure that I email that out to all our sponsors and speakers and actually ask them to tweet that out from their handles. And then what happens is we have I have the ability to sort of tailor the messaging around the event, and then all the tweets aren't just coming from my event profile. So it's a really great way to get the message out there, and often they retweet those messages. And again, this is a great tool using Hootsuite. And that really wraps it up. It's been a pleasure. And if you have any other questions, please do reach out to me. My Twitter is Lorien Henson. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Lorien, for taking us through this really hands-on tactical tips on boosting event attendee awareness and participation through social media. For more information on Lorien, you can follow her on Twitter. She's at Lorien Henson. And of course, for more information on Hootsuite University and our lecture series, head on over to learn.hootsuite.com, or you can follow us on the tweet machine as well. We are at Hootsuite_U. Thanks again, Lorien, and of course, a big thank you to everyone for watching and learning with us today.